What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Rice Rocketeer. Guys, today we are doing a two-part review. For those of you who are subscribed to my channel and have been following me, you know I don't do spec-based videos. I don't do comparison videos. Guys, this is just my initial thoughts over the course of 500 miles, the first 500 miles of my brand new Indian Scout Rogue. So the first part of the video, guys, is going to be me riding out to my service appointment. A little bit of talking, not too much, but it's going to be more so just seeing the bike in its element and kind of how I've learned to ride it over the course of 500 miles. And then the second part of the video is going to be after the service appointment, and I'll talk a little bit more about my jump from sport bike to to cruiser life. It's a bit of a hurdle. And then a little bit about what I don't like about the bike and what I do like about the bike, because there are both sides to that coin. So that's going to be the two-part video, guys. Let's get on the bike and let's get riding. The big thing, guys, I'm going to talk more about this in the second part, but I do want to bring light to this subject because it is such a big part of my quote-unquote journey with this bike. I previously and still do ride sport bikes. I have a Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, and that has been my bread and butter, you know, for the past year. And prior to that, I've had other bikes too. I'll talk about that in the second part. But jumping to a cruiser, obviously drastic step. It's completely different riding style, and I really didn't like, you know, I knew it was going to be relaxed and chill, but I think in my head I was really just thinking, like, position-wise and image-wise, I didn't realize that, like, the mentality would change too. And it took me a while, it took me a few weeks to really understand that and like grapple with it and be like, you know what, like the methodology behind the ride is completely different. And if you're, you know, for a while I was riding this like it was a sport bike, trying to get it in the power band, not too much because it's in the 500 miles, but you know, I in my head had this idea that it would only be fun once you get it in the power band, and it's just not the case because it's a different type of bike. It's a different type of ride. And so once you settle into that methodology, that mindset, the experience is tenfold. So I really feel like out of the past 4 weeks, the last week was the absolute best because I kind of accepted what I was supposed to do with this bike. And motorcycle, if you ride motorcycles, you know this. The bike you're riding, you kind of gotta get into it, you know, and like once you allow yourself to get into it, the ride gets that much better. So I finally accepted the cruiser lifestyle when I'm riding it, and while this bike can get peppy and can really, you know, it can punch, it can hit, but it's not always meant to. It's there if you need it, but it really is meant to just kind of enjoy the ride. Keep it in that low that low rev range and just enjoy the ride. Feel that wind on your legs, on your face. Once you accept that, you will have a much better time with this bike. Alright, let's get out of the city, jump on the LIE and make our way out to Minneolamoto, guys. I've mentioned these guys many times before, but I absolutely love Minneolamoto. Great ride out there. As you'll see today, I think the traffic should be less. It's a weekend. City is fairly empty, which is great. It also helps I woke up at 5 a.m. I was just excited to get out and shoot this. Ooh, pigeon almost died. yeah, what you know, what I've realized is it's not short shifting per se, but not revving that bike all the way out is the way this bike is meant to be ridden. So my street triple, the bike really comes alive and is really fun all the way at the top. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's where you're really going to feel what that bike is meant to be. And with this bike, it's not the case. It's actually quite flipped. The engine is over square, but that doesn't mean that it needs to be revved out. In fact, it feels better down low, and then it is capable for sure of hitting that rev range. And I think you can rev this bike out until like 8,000 RPM, which I haven't done yet, but after this service, we're gonna give it a try on the highway. Nice and open roads, guys. This is gonna be a cruise video, motorcycle therapy, so to speak. One of the segments on my channel, guys. If you have not subscribed, guys, make sure to do it. Hit that subscribe button. I don't know what's holding you back. If you like motorcycle content, this is the channel for you. It's a little less traditional, I'll give you that, but entertaining footage, guys. Now I got a sport bike and I got a cruiser. I got something for everybody. I also got 3 different segments. Come on now, give me a subscribe. Put a lot of work into these videos. Let's go. I feel so badass on this bike. Like, that's something, just the image. Like, every time I get on this bike, I feel a certain way. I feel like Sons of Anarchy, which is, I think, the reason behind people buying this motorcycle. This particular one, the Indian Scout Rogue, because it has a little front fender like that main character, whoever that is. Can't remember. But you just feel bad. You feel bad. I mean, not bad, but you know what I mean. Bad in the teenage way, in the like, I'm bad type of way. Oh, new paved roads. Thank God. This was a terrible strip for a long time. Good job, city. Good job. It's unfortunate I have to pay congestion tax to enjoy it, but another topic for a different video, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. God damn, that's a big blade. Imagine falling in that. Holy God. This city, guys, this city. Love it and hate it at the same time. Oh, don't start walking now, please. Please. Ah, you fuckers. Yeah, compared to my triple, and again, I can't compare these two, it's ridiculous, but I'm so used to it's a 765, so 765 cc's, which is nothing to sneeze at, and it's a very powerful bike as well, but in a different way. And like the amount of torque, like as soon as you hit the throttle on this thing, it's just like kind of just I used this word in the previous video, my initial ride video, but just wallops the power on you. Like, it just, you just feel like this big burst of torque hit you. Whereas with the Triumph, you know, I'm used to it kind of slowly building up, and you got to rev the engine out to feel it. So it's great to be able to, like, when I'm trying to get around a car, just to be able to like blip the throttle a little bit, and it kind of sends me shooting. And one of the main, like, I don't know if this makes sense, this is how I feel the difference between sport bikes and cruisers. Now I can say I have a cruiser. The cruiser seems to really like push me through space and time, right? It like gives you this big push, whereas my sport bike kind of pulls me through space and time. So like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. When I give this gas, I really feel like I'm being pushed through the street, whereas I really have to work at it with my Triumph, and it's a different type of satisfaction. Like, both feel really good, they're different. I also have to get gas. Gas in the city, there's like 2 or 3 gas stations. There's a bunch in Harlem actually, but it's like $6 a gallon. So like, if I ever end up short in the city, which I did today, I'll get like a half gallon just to get me going somewhere, and then I'll go fill up somewhere else. I know it's like the difference of $1, but it's just annoys the hell out of me. Oh, look at this, we got a little race. Saw the guy coming up quick behind me. $494 miles, guys. Nice and open. We never get this, guys. I guess early bird gets the worm, right? I'm so used to traffic. Guys, I know if you've been watching the videos for the past month, this is what you've been waiting for, an open road video. It's so much traffic, so much lane splitting in the past month, guys. I'm sorry about that, but it's where I live. It's my life. Come on now. All right. And this is another thing right here, like, at my sport bike, I'm kind of itching to go, you know? But with this bike, I'm okay. It's like, just chill out, relax. Because honestly, there's no way I can get anywhere late on a motorcycle. So, like, what's the big deal if I wait a little bit? Uh-oh. This guy feels differently. Totally comfortable right here, like, it's just nice. Got the throttle cracked a little bit. Give it a little bit. Chill out. rather him pass me. I guess he won't. That transition is really nice. Like, I like being able to get up and go when I want, but also have a really easy kind of relaxed ride for the most part. It's nice knowing I have the power in the back pocket, but I don't always need to use it. Whereas with my street triple, and I think with any sport bike, you gotta use it. What's the point of having a sport bike if you can't rev it out, guys? That's my argument to everybody who's like, I got a fair amount of this, you know, for a while. There was like an era where people were like, why do you rev every gear out? Like, you gotta shift, use your gears. My answer is absolutely not. I like revving out every gear, including second. It feels so good, and it just hits differently, guys. I refuse. Although I will say I kind of exacerbated first and second gear for a while, so I've since stopped doing that because it's not nearly as much fun. But in the city, it's cool to rev out second gear because, you know, you get going fast as you need to go, and you get to feel the bike too. So it's like, you know, otherwise you're just kind of like living in the lower end of the rev range on a sport bike, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. I guess we get a little bit of traffic, but it should clear up in a mile. Chill, enjoy the day. Just a bit rough, though. Gorgeous day, just heating up too. I'm gonna miss the I guess part 2 will be in the hot sun. should clear up right around here. This is where the brake is. Most people turn off the Queens. That's what I love doing now on this bike, guys. I love giving it a bunch, like almost full throttling it, and then just letting it coast. Like, this is so nice. That kind of rumble, that thumping feeling feels so great. And cruise. Oh, this is a perfect day. Perfect amount of traffic, just enough to have to move around, but open. And cruise. Love it. Get away from that car. not like how he was coming at me. Oh, I really like that road over there. Get out of here. This is where all the trucks merge. It gets a little dicey on that side. Ooh, another motorcyclist. Another rider, another potential friend. There's a hurly-durly on the other side, guys. Oh, that's a whole nother video. I have I love Harleys. I still do. Like, I love how they look and how they sound. Like, I just think they're so cool. But I didn't go with Harley, and that's for a very specific reason, which may or may not be important to other people. I'm gonna make a full-on video about it, guys, because this is a whole topic. Yeah, I was dissuaded from getting a Harley based on, as actually after one of those videos, I shot a video going from Harley to Manhattan. It was just a commute because I had to go somewhere that day, but it was that experience that made me think otherwise. So I'll make another video, guys. That's gonna be a good one. I'm almost scared to like speak out on that, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll make another video about it, guys. That's gonna be a fun one. These under-the-arm mirrors are something else, guys. They look so cool, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd be different. I guess like on apes, like full-on apes, when you're up here, it makes sense, but it's mini apes, not quite doing that. We got a Bentley. We got a middle-aged dude in the Bentley, of course. Ooh, feeling a little flowy right now. Now this strip should be fun. There's this over here to the left where that yellow sign is, the exit sign on this side. Usually it's really fun when it's open, because it kind of like the trees open up and everything. Ooh, got somebody mad at me. Keep an eye out. I think it's that gray car. Motorcycle buddy, can I catch up with ya? I see you. My buddy, my buddy. I've been seeing so many ADV bikes, guys. I don't know if this is like a new trend or if I just haven't paid attention. No, he's gone, he's gone. I didn't even get to say hello. Woo-hoo! This is it, guys. This is where where this bike lives, on the open American roads. Oh yeah. From Texas to Tennessee. I love iced tea. I don't know what I'm saying. Hot dogs and hamburgers. Yeah. Can I make it? Oh yeah! I think next exit, guys. Well, alright, let's see where we're at, guys. 513 miles. I'm a little bit over, but that's okay. I actually don't know how to get to the dealership from here, so we will figure this out. It's in this direction, so we're not completely lost. Woo! The thing that's really nice about, I think, this style of bike, but also perhaps just this bike, when you give it the full beans, you can like really lay into the throttle and it doesn't buck you off. Like, I think anything more, maybe torque wise, or maybe it's geared that way, I don't know, but like I'm having a really good time just like fully laying into the throttle, because I rarely do that on my Triumph for obvious reasons. It's completely different. The bike would loop, and it's really nice. It's rewarding to be able to just kind of like throw yourself into the twist It's an emotional thing, and that's what like cruisers are. I knew that before getting into this bike, but I also have to remind myself of it, is that it's such a feel ride. It's about the emotion. It's about the whole look, the whole thing. It's about everything all in one. And if you allow yourself to get into it, the ride is so wonderful. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. It's just like, it feels good because you're doing this whole thing, you know. So yeah, being able to just, without dying, is great. I say before I come to a rather quick stop. Oh. Alright, maybe I should take this time. I feel like the lights change really quick out here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull over and we'll find something, or I'm just gonna go straight and we'll figure it out. Right like that. And I think I take a left at this water tower. I'm not lost, guys. I've been out here so much, I know exactly what I'm doing. $514 miles. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. Now that I've been through this enough, this whole break-in process enough with bikes, I don't feel as nervous. The first bike or two, guys, and I'm sure everyone can relate, it's like you go like you hit like 5,001 RPM and you're like, oh my god, did I damage my bike? Holy god. And you call the dealership and you're like, oh, is everything gonna be okay? Should I bring my baby in? And then by the like second or third bike, you're kind of like, ah, whatever. I still fall. I was trying to just, the most important thing in my head is to vary the rev range. So like that's what I really focused on with this bike, because also it's a big engine. I know there's a lot of big parts moving around, so I which I guess makes it safer, or I don't know, but tried to not keep it at the same RPM for too long, vary it, and really never let it get past like 5,000 RPM. And that was towards the end of my 500, so just recently I started kind of like really giving it. Oh, wrong. Ooh, gas. Should I try? I should get gas. Nah, I'll get it after. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. Makes for a boring video. Whenever I have to edit that down, it's like I have to make getting gas look interesting for you guys. So I like quick cut, and then hopefully I get some kind of interaction with somebody. Otherwise, it's just really boring. I suppose I could just cut it out, but I don't like cutting out full segments of the trip because it's part of the trip, guys. You're along for the ride. So, but yeah, if I can not get gas when I'm shooting for you, I do my best to avoid that. Having my AGV helmet too is really funny because it's like totally doesn't fit with the bike. Although I have a photo of myself and it's really a screenshot from a video, but it looks pretty cool. It looks all right. Not that that's like the primary thing. I don't really care, but I was speaking about vibe and getting into it, right? And every bike has its own thing. AGV is not it for Indian. I've been dying to get an Arai. Not that Arai is American, but it's a little more neutral of a helmet, you know, in terms of the look. Wonderful helmet as well. Just super expensive, guys. $1,000. If anybody would like to if anybody would like to donate $1,000 so I can get a very fancy helmet, I would much appreciate it. Is this me? I think this is me. residential. I gotta chill a little bit. Wow. Gorgeous out here. Oh, Jesus. Random stop sign. Look at these houses. So picturesque. Oh, my God. As I said before in a different video, I have these, like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed. There's my Long Island video. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with, like, picturing my childhood if it was like this, you know, like, you run down the street to Johnny's house. You guys get your banana seat bicycles, ride to the neighbor's house, and you put a bag full of dog shit there and light it on fire, and then you all laugh about it. That's the American dream, isn't it? Instead, my childhood was like, go to the bodega, get a 40, smoke some weed in the Union Square Park. Ah, God damn it. Lot o' bumps, guys. Lot o' bumps, not a lot o' suspension. Spoiler alert, guys. One of my main gripes. One of my main gripes with this bike is the suspension. Talk about that in part 2. Let's go! Mini Olamoto, I think I'm still, what time is it? Oh my God, I'm an hour early. I'll find some place, go to the bathroom. Oh, I guess there was a curb right there. I could have done that. Alright guys, Mini Olamoto, a little bit early. A little bit early, guys, but, you know, never hurt. I guess I can let the bike cool down so they can get right to service. So this was part 1. Kind of, this is less of a review, but it's really just the bike in its element when I'm comfortable after having had 4 weeks to get comfortable riding it. Part 2 will be in a day or two, or a post or two, and that will be more of my initial thoughts, likes, dislikes, and really my jump from sport bike to Indian cruiser. So that's been the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and keep your eyes peeled for part 2, which will be a little more information packed. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.